Tips of life. When you start underlooking jobs and you think you cannot do them, well, that's a first step ahead to failure. But if you give a try to everything, my dear friend, you're going to be successful. Welcome to Sharp TV. It's your host Abia, and I'm happy to be with you today. Today, with us, we have an amazing and a person who has been successful in a job that most people don't think they can become successful in. Today we have DJ Alberto with us, and we are so excited that he's part of us today. Okay, today we have DJ Alberto with us, and we are so excited that he's part of us today. Welcome to the show, DJ Alberto.
I'm humbled to be here as well. Thanks for hosting me.
Yes, that's really amazing. Well, we might know DJ Alberto as a DJ, but we want to know more about you. Like where you're from, your real name, about your family, or where you come from.
My real names are Albert, and I've grown up in this town since at the age of 2. I might say I've been in this town, and I've seen this town change from where it has been to now. My real family, or my real home, is Tumamo. That's where my grandfathers and everyone is from. So that's me.
Wow. Okay. So, you being a DJ, who motivated you, or where did you get the idea of being a DJ?
I think this all started as a passion. You know, music, loving music doesn't need you to learn it from anyone.
Sure.
It comes within you. So it started as a passion. And at the end of the day, it is commercial. And it is a process. You just find yourself in this.
Yeah. So, you have been doing DJ for how long? Like for how many years, if you can remember?
I started DJing professionally in 2011, earning money. So I was a DJ even in my high school.
Wow.
Yes, so DJing was not something that I saw as a money-making thing. Yes.
So that's really amazing. You mentioned a point of you stayed in Mbarara for a long time. What do you think the leaders in Mbarara would have to do for the DJs to promote their talent? You mentioned the point that you lived in Mbarara for some good time.
Yes.
So what do you think the leaders or the politicians of Mbarara have not done for the DJs to promote them?
Oh, actually, there's zero attempt to the entertainment industry. From Mbarara, there's zero attempt because be it cultural entertainment, be it this entertainment that we've been in, the secular one, be it gospel, there's zero attempt.
So what do you think they can do to promote?
I think we should create platform. We should resume the theaters of Mbarara that have been around. We should create that platform whereby our products have platform where they can present their products. I mean the entertainment products that we have. So Mbarara city or Mbarara municipality has done no effort.
So you're a DJ, right?
Yes.
But I think you have some other responsibilities out there.
Yeah, very much.
How do you do the same things at the same time and you do everything so perfect?
First of all, my biggest responsibility, I think, is family.
Sure.
Because I have a wife, 3 kids. That's the biggest responsibility I can tell you I have. But when you're out there to challenge yourself with life, you can't fail to do things. And when you can manage those things, you call yourself a leader. Because a leader is always challenging himself to do things which other people can't do. And usually it is not about age, or skill or experience. It is about the zeal you have. Yes.
We have seen so many politicians, like so many musicians run for politics. Why don't you become the first DJ who would run for politics?
I am.
Really?
Yes.
Where? Which position?
Name anyone. Name anyone. I'm the first DJ to run for politics.
Wow, that's
Going
really
for mayor.
Wow,
Yes,
that's really
Mbarara
amazing.
City. Yeah.
That's a good example of you. So, of all things, you know, we have challenges. Every job has its own challenge.
Yes.
What do you think has been your biggest challenge in being a DJ?
I think the biggest challenge being a DJ or in DJing is people not taking serious the people who are doing the job. Starting from the employers,
Sure,
because they don't know the value of the DJ.
sure.
Then we go to the clients or the customers or the support system. They all don't take serious the DJ. And the DJ is a very virtual person,
Sure.
whereby you find if the music is off in a club or on TV, if it is a music show, it is all blamed to the DJ.
Sure.
A DJ is a doctor somehow.
True. That's
He's a doctor somehow. Because you go to the clubs or you go to the bar to relieve yourself, to take away that stress. And that is the doctor there.
True.
So I think me, the biggest challenge I've seen in DJing is not taking the DJs serious.
So you have worked with several Western musicians, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
What do you think is lacking in the Western musicians that will bring them to the top? Like Central musicians, the way they have made it.
We don't have that content of competition in us.
Yes.
I mean, competing with the bigger dogs in this industry.
True.
Because if you find you're an artist in Mbarara and you want to compete with an artist in Mbarara, you're not building something.
Yes.
Look at someone bigger. Look at being Whiskey.
True.
Fight for it. You can't just compete with the person you're in. Because now, this is not a classroom.
Yes.
It's entertainment, at the same time it is business, and it is showbiz actually. It's showbiz, that's what they call it.
True.
So if you want to compete, you compete with the person you see. The person is looking at chameleon. Compete with chameleon. Look at beating of chameleon. That's why we can come up. But you find an artist is really wanting to, is coming up, but he wants to start how Sister Charity started,
True.
which is wrong. When you're joining now, you're joining with the same mode where the artists are.
Yeah.
So I think Western Uganda, we are coming up. We are coming up.
Okay, if all goes well and you win these elections, what do you think you're going to do for the Western musician or for the Western career of music? What big thing are you going to do that you think other people are going to be trying to do?
First of all, we have so much to expose to the world. We have tourism. We can use our very own artists to sell our tourism. We can create avenues whereby you find we have those cultural events, those festivals that can help our artists expose what we have, sell our Western Uganda. We can say, we can facilitate them. Because as far as I know, like a country like Rwanda has been giving bursaries to artists to go out and expose themselves. They've been in the US for years and make good music. The Medis, the band, they have been in the US, not because of themselves, but the government is funding them. We can do that. We have so much money coming out of taxes here. Budget them so well, and we cater for our entertainment industry. Why not?
I'm impressed. I've had DJ Alberto for a long time, but it's really surprising that you look to be so young than for the time I've had you. So how old could you be?
I'm actually 32 now.
That's really
I've DJed for 10 years. I told you 2011.
wow.
So by the time you started understanding things, I was in your ears. So it's not actually. Let us not talk about age. Let us talk about what we can do for the people now. Yes.
So if there were DJs out there that want to learn from you or want to be like DJ Alberto, which tip would you give them to motivate them, to show them the way? For you have made it, you've been successful in this thing. So what would you tell them that will give them that zeal for the motivation?
Yes. To the DJs out there, or to the persons that want to join the same career, I would say, one, key you should look at your ethics first, because now this is business. This is business. It's no longer, because if you want to come to my side, you're entering business. You have service to deliver to people. So ethics is key. Yeah.
So, what do you think, like Mbarara City, what do you think the leaders have done that you think you're going to do for Mbarara City since it's a city right now?
Okay, maybe to reiterate the question, what they have not done already. There's too much, mainly to this regime.
Okay.
Mainly to this regime. Let's look at empowering our youth to create jobs. Because now, without jobs, there is a lot of crime happening, mainly because of the youth. Being jobless makes you do things that you can't do, that you can't even think you would do. So later, we are looking at enforcing our youth to become job creators and to also employ themselves. Why? Institutions in Mbarara have not been taken seriously.
True. What are the gaps in Mbarara leadership that you, like, if you get a chance, you are so ready to fill?
Mainly, this regime that has been there, to be specific, there are a lot of loopholes, a lot of them. We have land grabbing, we have an distribution of tenders which is not balanced. We have unemployment, too much unemployment that is not looked at, and that one majorly affects the youth. So we are looking at equipping the youth to create jobs. That's my biggest idea, by the way, because if we look at bringing back the institutions to life, having every division have a very nice institution that can equip the youth with hands-on skills, they can get out and create jobs themselves. That is number one. Number two, the mayor is supposed to supervise the works of the city, in and out, and that one has failed, if you to see, because we have a lot of roads that are not worked on. We have the very own bridges that were worked on, highly budgeted, but the results are different. Some actually 3 kilometers out of town, you find people don't have water. Yes, don't have water. The basic needs, water, roads, even electricity. People are still like in the villages and they call it Mbarara City. So those are the things we should look at. Mainly we are here to lead, not to be politicians.
Sure.
Yeah, because the definition of politics and leadership, they are so much different. And when we are to talk about garbage collection, there's not been that good job done to garbage because they've overrated the collection.
Yes.
How can you say you're collecting garbage at 10,000? Really? Even when they collect it,
Yes.
the disposing is bad, is the poorest,
Yeah.
because they have failed to locate where the garbage should be collected and to work with other people to make sure the garbage is well disposed. Because these people that do, they call it what? Scrap.
Yes.
They can pick up those bottles, those buveras, and the garbage can even be used to the manures and whatever.
Sure.
So that part of garbage collection is becoming the worst. Then we have unbalanced tender distribution. Why am I saying this? These tenders should be 80% or 90% given to the people from here. Why is that? Also, that can help on the unemployment problem that we have. Because if a person like you or me takes that tender, I will consider my person here to get the job to work with me. Be it construction, be it that garbage collection, be it anything. All the tenders that are in town. So if not, we get a person who is capable, not from this town. He should be told or given a directive that 80% of your employees should be from this town. Yes.
So in conclusion,
my conclusion remarks ninjira kangamba mu Runyankore. Abantu ba Mbarara ninyenda kubasima ebimubase kushikaho kandi ninyenda kubasima ahabwa amani no mujinya ogumwinire town yanyu. Twafuna site nitwetaga omuntu aina amani, aina mujinya, aina omutwe gukuteka speed. Mwen nimbashaba karuru kanyu na no bahagizi 2021-2026 tutandike chaputensia.
today has been a day of its own color. We are so blessed that we had DJ Alberto with us. The future, the upcoming, the coming. Everyone should be so eager to welcome him as the mayor of Mbarara City. We are so happy that we have been with him today. So you can find us, the Shop TV, on Instagram, Facebook, every social media platform that you know. We are so blessed to be with you, and we are so happy that you have been with us. Have a nice day. I'm your host, Abia. We love you so much.